Hey everybody, this is Derek again, and I'm starting my next series. My next series, as I said in my last video, is going to be about playing styles, class setup, stuff like that. Again, I know I'm not good enough to tell you how to be great at the game or good or anything, but I will share with you what I think, and I will share with you stuff that works for me, and hopefully you can carry it over into your gameplay, and hopefully stuff works good for you. So first we're going to start off with LMGs, because I love LMGs. My favorite LMG obviously is the M60. And I use the grip on it because it's a necessity, in my opinion, because it keeps the recoil down, makes the gun a lot more accurate, and it increases your range, in my opinion. I don't think it shows up as a stat. I don't think it actually increases your range as a stat, but I feel like you can shoot farther with it when you have the grip on. The M60 is just a very powerful gun, lots of recoil, which is kind of a not good thing, but it kills your target fairly quickly. And it's definitely a lot slower pace LMG. It's good for staying back in the field and more of a defending gun. Next I'm going to talk about my secondary. I have the Makarov equipped, but that doesn't matter because like a lot of people, I just drop my secondary and pick up a secondary or a second primary. I usually get an SMG or an assault rifle depending on the map. If it's a smaller map, I'll get an SMG, or medium or long range map, I'll get an assault rifle. My lethal grenade is a frag. I like frags better because you can bank them off stuff. Frags, they attract to people. You can cook them if you're trying to have it go off at a certain point. I just like frags a lot more than Simtex. Occasionally I'll use Simtex, but for the most part I use frags all the time. Next will be my tactical grenade. I'm using the flashbang right now, but this doesn't really matter. You can use whatever you want. I switch it up a lot. Sometimes I'll use concussions, sometimes I'll use smoke grenades. It's whatever. Equipment, I'm using the Claymore. Again, this doesn't really matter. I find that when you're using an LMG class, the best equipment for it can either be a Claymore or a motion sensor. It really just depends on who you're playing with, what you're trying to do, if you're trying to defend or if you're trying to be more of an attacking LMG player. So this doesn't really matter, but I find myself using Claymores more than motion sensors, but I use them both quite frequently. And it's basically just, like I said, whatever you are trying to achieve in the game. Next I'm using Flak Jacket as my first perk, because as an LMG person, you're attracting a lot of attention. People are going to try to be throwing grenades at you or driving RCXDs into you because you're a harder target to get out if they were to just try to shoot you, especially if you're shooting back, because chances are if you have good enough aim you're going to kill them before they kill you, especially at long range. So people are going to be throwing grenades into your position or driving RCXDs in, and you got Flak Jacket on, they're not too happy because you're still alive. I just think Flak Jacket's a very good perk to have. I use it on all my LMG classes, and it works great, especially if you're playing domination and trying to take flags or defend. Next, I use Harden because sometimes you gotta shoot down aircraft with your LMG, and if you have Harden Pro, it increases damage on aircraft. And Harden also makes it able for you to shoot through walls and stuff, and that's another great thing about LMGs is you have so many rounds. If you know someone's behind a wall, which I do this a lot in a lot of my videos, you just start destroying it. Next, I use Hacker. Hacker is really not too necessary. I like it the most as my third perk, but as you can see, we have Tac Mask. Some people use Tac Mask, Marathon. Then you got Ninja. I don't really think Ninja's that important because you're using an LMG and you're moving really quick and you're laying down a lot of fire. It's just Ninja's not very important because people are going to know where you are anyways. As you can see, I don't even have second chance because I hate second chance and never find any good place to use it. And then Hacker, as I said, you can see Claymores, you can see, you know, any enemy equipment. And then face paint, that doesn't really matter. Use whatever you want. We'll switch through and you can see what my LMG guy looks like on different teams. Pretty intimidating. So yeah, my next video is going to be up soon, and it's going to be playing styles and how to play with an LMG, and I'll have hopefully some good objective gameplay up that you all can watch and analyze, and I'll talk you through it and talk you through what's going through my head. So thanks, like the video, comment, subscribe.